have a good evening. I'm about to cross over the Skyway. If you live in Florida and you know what the Skyway is, it's a big ass bridge. So I've always had this like fear of getting stuck on the Skyway. Like, I know that probably sounds ridiculous, but the bridge is ridiculously tall. And back in 1982, there was, I guess, I don't know if it's a barge. I don't know what you would call that boat. Like, it wasn't, it wasn't like a cruise ship, I don't think. I think it was like a barge. It hit one of the pillars that used to hold up the old Skyway bridge, and a lot of people died. Like, a whole busload of kids and stuff, like, went down. You can see the bridge way over there. Well, not anymore, you can't. So yeah, so there was an incident in 1982 where the bridge ended up collapsing because it was hit by a large boat. And a lot of people died, like a whole school bus of kids and everything. And people go to this bridge to jump, to commit suicide. And if you jump from this bridge, you can believe you're gonna break every bone in your fucking body because it's tall as hell. But I got stuck at the top once. Can you guys see the two little tops? I always have kind of had this fear of like being at the top of this bridge and it collapsing or like something happening. And you know how they say, like, when you think about things, you bring those things into your life? Oh, well, I kept having this reoccurring, like, fear every time I would cross this bridge of, like, getting stuck on the top of this bridge. And then one day, I was driving and my tire blew out and I was at the top of this fucking bridge and I couldn't move. I was like paralyzed. I was like gripped to the steering wheel like this, like a fucking death grip. And I said, oh gosh, like they're gonna think that I'm trying to jump. Like there's cameras at the top of this bridge because so many people try to commit suicide from this bridge. So anyways, sheriff had pulled up. I was sitting up here for a good like half hour and a sheriff finally pulled up and I was like, listen, I'm not gonna jump. I'm not getting out of the car. My tire blew out. I'm terrified of this bridge. I know how to change a tire, but I physically cannot get out of my car to change the tire because I'm having so much anxiety about like being up here and the bridge is collapsing, okay? And I don't like heights in general, so being this high up, I'm like, ugh! So he changed my tire. Chris was so sweet. He actually like came all the way from Tampa to like help me, but I was on the other side, so he had to pay the toll to cross the bridge, and then he had to pay the toll to come back across so that he could be on the side where I was so that he could help me change my tire. But by the time he got there, the police officer had already changed my tire. So here we are at the top. You can see like all of Tampa Bay. Apollo Beach is right over there where that cloud is. That's where I've been all day with my papa. And home is over there, way over there. So, oh, the rest area is closed. They can't even pee. Hey Mom, it's me. I visited with Papa today. I'm headed home. The last time I saw him, I had spoken to you and I had mentioned to you that Gene Jr. was collecting, what, $1,800 a month from the VA and was getting free like medical and getting his medicine paid for and everything. And you said, how is that possible when he had a dishonorable discharge? And I said, I don't know. Well, I talked to Poppa today and I actually asked him that question. I said, so how is Gene Jr. collecting this money when he had a dishonorable discharge? Well, apparently the VA, one of their buildings had burnt down or something, so a lot of files were lost. So I guess apparently Gene Jr. went in and said that his files were in that building, and so he claimed that his files were destroyed and this, that, the other. So basically he lied through his fucking teeth to the federal government so that he could collect funds for disabled veterans, even though he was kicked out of the service as quickly as he went into the service, and it was a dishonorable discharge. So with that information, I was thinking I'm probably gonna be making a phone call to the government to let them know that they have been scammed, and I guess we're gonna find out if Gene Jr. goes to jail for fraud, like against the government. I'll talk to you later. This is a really long effing voicemail, I'm sorry. All right, bye Mom. I'm sure that there's somebody that's watching this that's like, you're such a fucking cunt. Like, why would you call and tell on somebody and this, that, the other, and blah, blah, blah. Listen, okay? Listen. There are actual people who put their lives on the line and fight for our freedom, okay? The person that is claiming these benefits did no such thing. So he ended up being discharged from the service because he refused to cut his hair, okay? If that tells you anything about this human being. Then, after he was kicked out of the service, he has proceeded to scam people out of money for the past, oh, I don't know, how old is he? 65? So, for as long as he's been able to talk and get money out of people, he's been scamming people out of money. So, for the past 60 years. Like, he's collecting the same benefits as somebody who would have worked in the service for 20, 30 plus years. Like, you were literally in the service, you went through basic training, and then you were kicked out of the service, and you think that you deserve the same benefits as somebody who were 20, 30 plus years? Nope. I do not think so. It never seems to amaze me, the shit that he pulls and seems to get away with. Like, I feel like if anybody else tried to get away with that shit, like, it wouldn't happen. Do you know what I mean? But for some reason, he's able to scam and lie to so many people and borrow money and never pay it back from so many people that it really just makes me sick to my stomach. And it's not that, like, I'm jealous of that. It's not that I want that. It's not that I wish I was getting paid that for doing nothing. It's none of those things. None of those things. It's simply a morality thing. It's against my moral compass to know that he is scamming the government for a check that he doesn't deserve, and yet he blows that entire check every month and still asks my grandfather for money on a constant basis. Like, what the fuck are you doing with the $2,000 that the government sends you every month for doing nothing? Please, please tell me. How are you spending that? And you still are having trouble being able to, like, live everyday fucking life. Like, how? How? It doesn't make sense. So, yeah, hate to tell y'all, but I'm the bitch that's gonna turn him in. And if you know who I'm talking about, then you're gonna say, oh, but that's your biological father, but family and blood's thicker than water and this and that and yada yada yada. No. He's a sperm donor. He was a sperm donor. He never raised me. He never contributed anything to my well-being or my health or my schooling or anything at all in general, to be honest. So, yeah. Yeah, to me, he's not family. To me, he's a nobody. He's a con artist, really. He's a con artist. And unfortunately, this gig is about to be up because I'm gonna turn him in. It's that simple.